We're here at Sandy Beach on the South Shore of Oahu, just around the corner from Waikiki, where modern surfing first began. Historically, the South Shore has been a special place for all surfers, but despite its heritage, there's never been a major pro contest held here. Well, the TDK Gotcha Pro changed all that, and now it's the fourth year and worth $80,000. This contest has become one of the most colorful and spectacular events on the ASP World Tour. I'm Sonny Miller, and this is Surfer Magazine. We're dropping in on the South Shore for a full range. This place is a total carnival, with huge crowds and tons of sun. There's a $4,000 bodyboarding contest, and over $3,000 is up for grabs in the Bikini Challenge. But we're really here to see the world's best surfers battle it out with a $10,000 first prize. Things weren't much easier for the ranked surfers. Take Jeff Booth, for example, who's in his second year as a full-time pro and was ranked 33rd in the world at the end of last year. Booth has been making a steady rise up the ratings ever since, and coming into this contest he was rated 17th in the world, but he lost out in the second round of the main event.
If you're in the top 16, you lose first round to 17th, but someone like me came from the trials, I worked my ass off, had some really close heats, and I lose 17th. Like, you know, you just kind of say, what the hell, what's going on here?
For Jeff Booth, the next few days will be spent thinking about what went wrong and working on the problem before the next of 20 more big money tournaments he'll surf in this year. Even so, underneath that cool exterior, isn't he just fuming mad?
You know, I used to beat my boards up, but after hitting the stringer so many times and cutting my knuckles up, I just figured it's better not to do that. It's not the board's fault, it's your fault.
But while all these qualifying and first round heats were going off, all the buzz on the beach was about this man, 24-year-old Barton Potter.
Like I said, I was never a natural competitor, you know. I've always sort of wanted to do things my way. And, you know, I've always surfed my own way. I've always, you know, and it was at a stage there where I didn't, you know, I had to conform and do something that I didn't want to do. So you could say I rebelled quite a bit, actually.
Well, whatever happened to Barton Potter, it sure seemed to be working, because he had just won 5 out of the last 6 World Tour contests. Even so, Potter was keeping his guard up.
The moment I take someone easy, I think that's the minute I'm going to lose. Now it feels a lot better because I've sort of got a couple of wins under my belt, and I've got a good start, and I'm sort of starting to relax a little bit more now and just start surfing, you know. And so the tables are turned, you know. Instead of me trying to catch everyone else, they've got to try and catch me now, and it feels good.
Yeah, I'd like to see Derrico and Barton Potter in the finals.
Barton Lynch?
Yeah, he just lost.
Oh, he did? Aww. Brag your luck.
Derek is going to win it. Derek will take it again.
The atmosphere here is very reflexive of the company style. You know? You come to our office, there's a vibe in our office. I mean, it's not as intense as it is here, but it's the same kind of thing, you know.
This year's 1989 TDK Gotcha Pro Bodyboard Champion is Kyle Maligo from Curren.
The $5,000 Pink Cadillac Expression Session is a special demonstration heat at the TDK Gotcha Pro that gives a crowd a classic illustration of the kind of big moves that really count on the judges' score sheet. Wow, how radical was that? These guys go off. With 5 categories for $1,000 each, the surfers were pulling out all the stops. aerials, backside cutbacks, frontside cutbacks, cutback off the lip combinations, bottom turn rebound combinations. The expression session is a dazzling freeform display of surfing's cutting edge. In the end, it was Hawaiian Sonny Garcia who took the $1,000 for the best off the lip. Australian Glenn Winton was most futuristic, and as expected, Potts was on fire with the best floater. Not content to stop there, the best cutback. And of course, he took the best aerial, picking up a cool $3,000 for 20 minutes of free surfing fun, but clearly showing why he's the man to beat in the TDK Gotcha Pro. Welcome back to the 1989 TDK Gotcha Pro, where we're picking up the action in the quarterfinals. This is a critical heat for Australian Tom Carroll as he goes up against the favorite Martin Potter. Carroll, as you remember, missed out on the world title last year on this interference call, while Potter's been on an incredible roll, and in this heat is threatening to break the record for the most consecutive heats won, a record held jointly by former world champions Tom Carroll and Tom Curren. But you can see Potts is going for it, and his expression session performance has got him amped up. But here comes Tom Carroll, and he's tearing these tiny waves apart. Look at the power he's finding even in these sloppy conditions. This heat is really a clash of the titans, and it looks to me like it's neck and neck between Potter and Carroll. Let's look at Tom Carroll's winning performance again. He was ripping out there, giving it everything to stop Potter right here in the quarters. People have been awfully quick to write him off after that world title mistake, but he's still a great surfer, and this result has to be a tremendous confidence booster to his career. And Potts, clearly frustrated. The best waves just didn't come his way. He's got to be bummed. Here's Dada Figueiredo, the last surviving trialist, but he's up against the much more experienced Aussie, Bryce Ellis. And while Dada's got lots of energy, Ellis is just too consistent and too precise to be beaten by enthusiasm alone. But let's see how the judges scored it. In other quarterfinal action, Dave McCauley from Western Australia was going off against Sonny Garcia. McCauley had all the big moves covered, and he likes Sandy Beach. It's a lot like Triggs Point, where he surfs at home down under. Garcia, of course, was one of the local favorites, but not good enough today to stop McCauley. The last quarterfinal was also a big one. Derek Ho, the defending champion, just charging against Gary Elkerton, who just couldn't keep up with the local boy. So it's Derek Ho up against Dave McCauley in the semifinal showdown. It's kind of ironic these two should face off in the semifinals, because surf journalist Derek Hine just told me that Triggs Point and Sandy Beach are almost identical kinds of breaks, and McCauley skates across Sandy Beach flat spots using the same technique that Derek Ho used when he won this contest last year. McCauley rides this kind of stuff so well that other pros have given him the nickname the Mosquito. But Derek Ho's got the bigger moves going here, and you know the judges are gonna like that. the other semifinal, Bryce Ellis went up against Tom Carroll, and Bryce was looking good out there. Big moves and really showing control, while Carroll spent the entire heat trying to get some carving rhythm going. Former junior world champ Bryce Ellis was looking very confident, while Carroll was out of sync and out of time. It's another upset. So this is it, the final showdown in the 1989 TDK Gotcha Pro. The local Hawaiian and defending champion Derek Ho against the surprise finalist, Australian Bryce Ellis. As the contestants head out to Full Point here at Sandy Beach, the crowd is pumped. So sit back and check it out. Well, was that intense or what? Let's quickly catch up with Derek Ho and see what he's got to say after this incredible final clash. Derek, an unreal final. How do you feel about that?
I felt pretty good. Got a few good waves in the middle of the heat. I'm glad I got them then because there wasn't too much in the ending. I feel really good.
And now the results of the 1989 TDK Gotcha Pro.
Champion is Mr. Derek Ho.
You know, everyone's been saying, you know, Martin Potter, Derek Ho final. You know, that's what they wanted to see. Well, you know, I held up my side of the draw. You know, unfortunately, he wasn't there, so, you know, I guess it's a bummer for him, but I'm sure he's not unhappy. You know, I've been surfing here for, you know, a number of years, and, you know, it's a really difficult wave to surf if, you know, you don't have any practice here. So I put a lot of practice out here, and I'm, you know, really fortunate for them to even have an event here. So, you know, I'm really happy.
So there it is. Derek Ho wins the TDK Gotcha Pro for the second time at his local break. It was dramatic despite the small wave conditions. Martin Potter and Derek Ho are now number 1 and 2 on the ASP ratings with 20 events left on the 1989 World Tour.